bothered by an ankle issue. Taylor Bowen and Mo Krivas to jump it up. Arizona wins the tip. And the former Alabama guard, Jaden Bradley, handling here. Bradley flips Pete. And a kick out. How about this? Burries a three to begin for Arizona.
Braden Burries has been playing well lately, but Alabama's going to try to shut off the water inside. That's a good start for them.
Bowen swings it. This is LeBaron Philon. Outstanding. One of the best guards in the entire country. Philon kicks back out. Here's Sherrell. Got it. First attempt from three. First three goes.
Everybody shoots the three for the Crimson Tide, including their center.
Look at the Arizona starting five. Ivan Karchenkov. Good looking freshman. There he is off the glass and in.
Yeah, he's 6'7", 220. He's a young player, John, but he's played with professional athletes during his time in Germany.
And from the corner, Bowen not able to hit. Bradley rebounds and is probing. Bradley into the paint, rejected. Right cell up ahead, and Bowen stepped on the sidelines at Bart Lennox.
Well, this is a little homecoming for Jaden Bradley. As you see, that shot gets swatted. Remember, John, he started 22 games for Alabama as a freshman on the #1 overall seed in the tournament. And the last 3 years, he's been outstanding for Tommy Lloyd.
This is an Alabama program under Nate Oates. They've been to the NCAA tournament 5 straight years. Last year, the Elite Eight. The year before that, the Final Four. Feed from Burries to Krivas, and he is fouled, and that is what Arizona likes to do. They want to try to get to the line. And the foul will be on Holloway, his first.
You make a great point, John. The Arizona Wildcats get to the line about 25 times a game. Tommy Lloyd doesn't want those 4 quarters coming to college basketball because he loves those high foul counts.
Krivas hits the first. Yeah, you look at the way college basketball shapes up. The games are getting longer and longer despite the fact that it's a 40-minute game. We asked Tommy about FIBA rules and shifting to quarters. Well, for his team, they like the physical play. They like drawing fouls. They like getting to the line, not having the fouls reset.
That's right. That's the first coach that's told us that. And it makes sense because this team is as physical as any team in the country.
Yeah, it certainly was the style they played last year as well. Philon kick out. Bowen has it knocked away. It's Bradley.
Jaden Bradley's got great hands defensively. One of the best point guards in the country. There's that high-low.
Good feed inside, but Krivas denied. Burries tried to step in. Philon and hit. Rebound pulled down by Bradley. Arizona the other way.
There they go.
Feed inside. Pete is rejected. Krivas cleans up and puts it in.
These are the two opposite styles of play of any of the top 25 teams in college basketball tonight.
Philon off the glass and in. LeBaron Philon, their leading scorer, averaging almost 22 points a game. Burries kicks out. Karchenkov. It's a three. Holloway, right side, right cell. Back and forth we go. Karchenkov collects and puts it home off the window.
Those guards get so many drives because the bigs are sealing inside.
That one knocked down by Latrell Wrightsell, who's been shooting it at just 25% from three so far this season.
But don't forget, he's a career 37 in his overall career.
Karchenkov travels.
Now, this is a perfect example of two contrasting styles. Arizona plays through their post players as well as anybody. And Pete does a good job of sealing. Krivas cleans up the mess, and then catch and shoot. I got a question for you. You got a seatbelt on?
Yeah, you're not kidding. Well, one of the things, effort and energy will be tested tonight. So will endurance. Arizona does like to get out in transition. Philon draws the foul. And Philon will go to the line.
You know what I like about that drive, John? You know it's a big Arizona team, so I like taking it right at those guys and trying to pick up some cheap fouls.
Tommy Lloyd will go to the bench as Tobe Awaka is set to check in. Philon drains the first.
You know what I like about that? He's got so much depth with Awaka, who's basically a third starter up front. The freshman picks up a quick one, get him out, don't let him pick up a second, and bring the Warhorse inside. He is a load, Tobe Awaka.
Great rebounder. He started 36 of their 37 games last year. Now being asked to come off the bench. And he has made the adjustment accordingly. He's an interesting young man, very curious. Talked to him about shifting his role, and he talked about his faith. He talked about the idea of service to the entire team, and this serves their team the best coming off the bench.
And a brilliant student.
Archenkov to the corner, Burries from the elbow, got it.
You know what that was? A mid-range two. You won't see that in the white jerseys tonight.
Philon handles, rejected, and he gets it back. Does Jamison. Malek and Awaka rims down the rebound.
Great description. High-low, they're going to play through those post guys. Screens, pick and roll, high-low, everything.
Burries tries, that's a three, and it'll go. Braden Burries, last 3 games averaging 17 a game. He's been red hot. Mari Allen, the prize freshman for Alabama, into the game. That one way off the mark, but Millette collects. Philon going to work, gets a piece of the paint, steps back. A little too strong, a walk and a rebound.
There's a good example of a mid-range two, but it's okay at the end of the shot clock because they just need a shot on goal.
Krivas wide open, got it.
Do you remember yesterday, Tommy Lloyd said to us, they have not seen the big fella shoot the three.
Remember, they had a guy who could step out and shoot the three that departed in North Carolina, and Henry Vasar. Krivas injured last year, but he's back and healthy. Speaking of back, LeBaron Philon Jr. with the bucket. And that one will go, and Burries is fouled. Back and forth we go. Amber, almost 55% of their points in the paint. As a number, it's 48.3 points per game. Second in D1. And then in terms of three-point makes, only 6 a game. Meanwhile, Alabama, they are trying to knock down as many threes as they can. Almost 13 threes made a game. And not so many points in the paint, just under 40.
What we have learned over the last 48 hours is both of these terrific coaches are committed to the style that they love and think fits for them, and it works for both teams. But tonight it's a little test of wills.
Philon lob and the throwdown. Sherrill.
I'll tell you, Philon, we know he scores. He's a very underrated passer for someone who someday soon is going to play in the NBA.
That jumper wouldn't go. Del Orso, Awaka, offensive rebound, and then it's rejected.
Well, when Philon comes off, we know he's not going to shoot that mid-ranger. But watch, Krivas does not get back to Sherrill. And a great look, great find right there by the sophomore.
Alabama already with 4 blocks in the game. This is Anthony Del Orso. Good hands by Alabama. Krivas comes up with it. Aristode into the game. The freshman from the Netherlands off the mark on that three.
Thought that one was a little quick. He didn't have the aim.
Cole Bowen got it. Knocks it down from three. It's a 2-point game. Del Orso.
They've got to call something there. That's too much contact. Great job by Krivas. John, we know he did not play last year. This young man is not yet an offensive juggernaut, but he hits the glass. Take a look at Krivas now. He is being harassed. You can get 2 to 5 in New York for that kind of physical contact. But he has really done a great job on this glass.
Krivas at the line, career 74% free throw shooter. So a peak getting set to check back in.
Krivas hasn't been out yet, so he's probably waiting for him to make this free throw. Remember, Koa picked up one foul early.
Three-man officiating crew. Brett Smith up in the foreground. It's Bart Lennox and Katie Burdett coming over to chat with us. And now,
this is not a challenge, John. But Nate Oates is appealing the foul. Okay, so Nate Oates feels he's got enough evidence. But I have to tell you, I would be disappointed if they call it flagrant on the offensive player because he was being harassed. He got fouled at least a couple times. But if this is not overruled, then Oates is going to lose his timeout. Keep in mind, there's a difference between the challenge rule, the new one this year, and you can appeal timing, fouls, scoring, and that's what this is.
So Bart Lennox taking a look.
Yeah, just look, John, there's a lot of harassment right here. You know, if anything, I think it's a cylinder foul. You know, at the very end, he awkwardly, take a look right now. See, that is a foul. That has to be called early.
Right.
I mean, that's an obvious one. I don't see anything other than a foul on the white jerseys. And there's absolutely no intent to hit the Alabama player. If you're going to officiate Arizona this year, you have to understand that teams are going to load up inside and play that kind of physical basketball. You know, I'm surprised that Nate challenged that, honestly.
Yes.
He's very smart, needless to say.
Yeah, so Nate Oates pleading his case, but Bart Lennox was just looking at the replay, and I'm with you. I think.
No. To be honest with you, the young guy who's the video guy, he swung and missed, honestly.
Arizona leading it by 3. And Aiden Holloway here handling.
Good to see him back out there. He's got the right wrist taped up, but he's practiced the last couple days. A terrific young player. Good look.
Underneath.
Nice. That's the...
And if that's on Pete, indeed it is. It's his second.
That is a great play. They throw the ball into the post, and then they back screen Pete's man to the rim. And Pete, quite frankly, being a freshman, probably hadn't seen that much that this year. Take a look now. Watch the back screen. See, Pete's got hung up, and that is a design play. You throw it into the post. Pete's man gets back screen. Pete's late. He just picked up the second.
Well, when we look at an Alabama offense, one of the things that they're intent to do, and that is set a lot of screens.
There you see it, John. That is a design play, throwing it into Sherrill and then back screening Pete's guy. They worked on that. Now, I'll tell you what, that's a great play by Nate Oates, because that young man is likely to sit for a while.
We'll see if Tommy Lloyd elects to sit in the rest of the half with those 2 fouls. Nate Oates' team within 1. The prize freshman Cole Pete on the bench has not scored and has 2 fouls.
You don't see this much from Arizona, but because Krivas is resting, they're going to a 4-out type look.
Bradley into the paint. High arcing shot will go.
This young man's averaging 20 versus the 4 top 20 teams he's played already this year. He is one of the best point guards in college basketball.
Holloway now with a Waka on him. So a big on a guard. Bradley pops out. Kick back Holloway. Allen way downtown. That's off the mark. Loose ball. And a foul on Alabama. And Nate Oates a little frustrated with Bart Lennox.
You know, there was some controversy about the 8:40 start here, Birmingham. I have to tell you, these Bama fans have come ready to go.
Everybody got their naps in.
Naps
the broadcasters included.
Well, they might have also been, you know,
caffeinated?
Yeah, maybe caffeinated would be a good way to put it, but it is a great home crowd tonight.
Yeah, no question. John Shambi framed for Schilla as we move under the 12-minute mark here in Birmingham. Number 1, Arizona taking on Alabama. Owaka inside. Shot contested, knocked away. And eventually it will go to Alabama. Noah Williamson fighting as he has checked into the game. Arizona, what a season he has had, not just against some of the softer portions of the schedule. How about this? Most 20-point games against AP top 25s. Phylon with 3. Former Arizona Wildcat Kylan Boswell.
Yep. How about Phylon had signed with Kansas, headed to play for Bill Self. They picked up 3 transfers a couple years ago. He decided to change his mind, come back close to home, and he's a terrific player.
Phylon kicks out. Bol Bowen cut off. Right cell now. Del Orso, good hands. Shot clock winding down. And the jumper will go. That's Latrell Wrightsell.
Good ball movement. We call this a drive and kick team. They drive it to the paint and they look to kick it to the open man, and they keep the defensive help on roller skates.
Bradley right side, Burries a little strong. Bol Bowen kicks up ahead. Phylon will try a 3. Got it. And Alabama has the lead.
I love the pace. This is a great pace for the Crimson Tide.
Holloway and Bradley getting tied up. Alabama's made 5 of their last 6. Del Orso here. Good 3-point shooter. The Campbell transfer, kid from Australia. Burries will try. And that one's saved. Alabama into the front court, leading by a couple. Holloway, step back, short. And we welcome those of you that watch Kentucky up in Indiana. John Shambi, Fran Fraschilla here in Birmingham. Number 1, Arizona, taking on number 12, Alabama. Del Orso way downtown, got it. Anthony Del Orso, excellent three-point shooter, 41% from 3 on the season, and he's the guy they want to shoot that. Williamson has his pass deflected. Del Orso, the Cats the other way. Loose ball. And it's Philon the other way. Up and down we go.
And it's a great pace for the Crimson Tide. Nate Oates would love this.
Philon not able to hit as that shot was contested. Bradley back the other way. Bradley into the paint. And are they going to count the basket?
Well, it's definitely a continuation play. So at least he's going to shoot 2. Did that ball go in? Take a look right here. Remember, he gets one more step on the foul. So he's shooting at least 2.
Is that a goaltend right there? From Bol Bowen.
The previous play was a common foul and goaltending, and that play's being challenged by Alabama.
So it was called goaltending. We'll be back with the review after this. Back here in Birmingham, Legacy Arena. And it's number 1 Arizona leading by a point. Previous play charged a common foul, and then goaltending was called.
After review, the play was not goaltending. Alabama's challenge is successful. They will keep their 30-second timeout.
Good job. That ball is definitely on the way up. It's going to be 2 free throws for Bradley. Take a look. That ball does not hit the backboard and is not on the way down. It's an easy call. And Nate Oates wins that challenge.
So instead of an and 1 with Bradley going to the line to try and complete the 3-point play, he'll go to the line and shoot 2. Bradley, 78% free throw shooter.
Former Crimson Tide starter as a freshman. And he's hearing it from the crowd tonight.
Down to first. Bradley has found a home in Tucson as Krivas checks back in. Well, Krivas has been excellent with 8 points so far in this one. He knocks them both down, and Arizona has the lead by a point. Ari Allen, the freshman from Green Bay, Wisconsin, checking in.
That young man is a scoring savant.
Allen ball fake, dribbles, goes and kicks out to the corner, and Millett.
How good is that?
Beautiful ball movement.
Oh, gosh. That is the epitome of Crimson Tide basketball. Drive it, kick it, swing it.
The extra pass. And that one rejected, tracked down by Philon, who gets it back. And now up ahead, and Allen. Philon wide open.
Well, we said it, this is a great pace for Alabama. They love this.
It's a 6-0 Alabama run. Del Orso able to end it. And he buries the 3.
He is so much more confident this year as a senior than when we saw him last season.
Wrightsell off the bounce, and that'll go. He wanted the foul. Alabama by 4. Feed inside, little too strong for Krivas. Out of bounds. And it's Alabama basketball when we come back. 34-30. Number 12 leading number 1.
Well, they get the 3 up as well as anyone. Wide open. Swing it, kick it, make it. Phylon.
If you're able, please visit v.org/donate. 100% of donations go directly to cancer research. Back here at Legacy Arena, John Shambi, Fran Fraschilla, Alabama by 4. We talked about high-end pace. Wrightsell gets a 3. And the lead is 7.
You are watching Alabama basketball at its best.
7th made 3 of the night for the Crimson Tide. Owaka inside, hangs, it rolls off. They'll go possession arrow, and it belongs to Alabama.
Now remember, John, Koa Pete's got 2 fouls, so he's not able to help this team. And we miss him getting a chance to watch him play because of those 2 fouls. And there they are. And Tommy Lloyd, as coaches go, is conservative when it comes to playing players in the first half with 2 fouls.
Alabama on an 18-10 run since Pete hit the bench with those 2 fouls.
Alabama's done a good job of shutting off the inside so far.
Del Orso spinning to the corner at Bradley. Bradley hearing it from the Alabama fans. Burries hesitates. Shot clock under 10. Owaka, they're going to get something up. Bradley will try. And hit.
I'll tell you, Nate Oates told us yesterday how much he loved Jaden Bradley, and they used to beg him to shoot when he was a freshman. He's around that 40% range this year.
Phylon kicks over. Bol Bowen goes baseline, lost it out of bounds. He wanted a foul, and it'll be Arizona basketball. 5:40 to go here in the first half.
There you see Bradley. First 3 years of his career, he'd average about 1 3 attempt a game. That's not really a good recipe to play at Alabama for Nate Oates.
That was a gentle way of putting it.
Well, he's found a great home in Tucson.
Burries to the corner, Bradley again. This time it's short. Krivas rebounds. It's rejected. And they'll go possession arrow again. This time it belongs to Arizona. 8 blocks for Alabama in this game. They average 6.
Well, Sherrell has been a force. Take a look right here. Tommy Lloyd wanted goaltending. That's close, but in order to challenge, it has to be a call made. There was no call. But give Sherrell credit because he's been, the sophomore from Detroit's been outstanding defensively.
Yeah, big impact. 37-33, 5:16 to go. And 8 blocks already tonight for Alabama.
John, look at all the white jerseys in the paint.
They've done a really good job keeping Arizona out of the painted area. Del Orso on the move. His shot wouldn't go. Phylon, pull up. Owaka the rebound. Del Orso kicks, Burries. And the rebound pulled down by Phylon. Phylon to Allen. And a block on Del Orso.
This is perpetual motion by Alabama. The ball moves so quickly. And then when they get you in a long closeout, they are going to drive the daylights out of you. And that's a good example right there.
How about the impact LeBaron Feinlaut has had on this game? 10 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists, impacting in multiple ways.
Well, I'll tell you what's really a key. Rebounding from the guard spot defensively, John, is something that Nate Oates was looking for from his guards.
Arizona, an excellent rebounding team. For Alabama, their challenge tonight, staying with Tommy Lloyd's group. And right now, Arizona is +2 in rebounding differential, so 17-15 advantage. I think Nate Oates should take that.
I think he'd take it all night long. Just on the offensive end, he's got the game in the speed that he wants. Turnover right there.
So back the other way, got to hydrate. 37-33. What has been a very entertaining first half. Two of the top teams in the country. These are two teams with designs on winning a national title.
There's no question. This is an elite level game. As we said early, 40th game between AP top 25 teams this season already.
Harris still kicks out. Bradley puts it on the floor. Bradley from the free throw line got it.
I'll tell you, John, he's one of my favorite players in the country. He's an understated young man off the court. He's just a great winner.
Kid from Rochester with 9. Right cell, a little bit strong. Burries rebounds it. And the freshman up ahead. He was a big-time recruit. He and Koa Pete, both top 12 in ESPN 100. Bradley kicks, Burries a 3. Off the mark.
Tip out. Nope, over the back.
And they get a Waka with the foul. This matchup important when you consider that since 2004, this is week 6, every national champion has been ranked inside the top.
Yeah, by design, because they can't get into the paint, Seth, and that was the strategy for the last, to be honest with you, a week they had to prepare for this Arizona team.
From the corner, and that shot wouldn't go from Bethea. Rivas swings, and now Aristo.
Watch the collapsing.
Rivas had it knocked away by Sherrill. 5th block for Sherrill. Jumper is short. Burries collects back. Arizona within 2. Under 3 to go here first half. Bradley spinning, shooting, hitting.
He is so good. Let's go back and tell the folks, against top 20 teams this year, this young man's averaging 20 points, 4 assists, 4 rebounds. That's all-American level if you really think about it.
A couple of big-time guards in this one.
Yes.
Phylon and Bradley out of bounds. It remains with Alabama, 18 of the shot clock.
He's become their team leader. Caleb Love to the NBA. Remember, we told you that. KJ Lewis to Georgetown. And this kid, there's no coach in America wouldn't love to have him running their team. Look at those numbers.
Got 4 wins against the ranked opponents, 56%. But already with 11 in this one. Millette here.
Well, that's the dirty work guy of those perimeter guards.
Holloway lost his footing. Millette got to get something up. Knocked away. And they get a foul on Arizona. Wildcats bail them out. I believe it was on Aristo.
Smart play by Millette. He knew he had to get it up there.
It was actually on Bradley.
Watch Bradley now. He's going to get the wrist. And a good call. John, why do guys wear 95?
Well, you know the answer to that.
There is a good reason. This young man, Houston Millette, played for Lorenzo Romar at Pepperdine. And Romar used to tell him that Bulls coach Billy Donovan said, you only have the ball 5% of the time. The other 95%, you got to make yourself effective without the ball. This young man decided to wear 95. I love it.
For the 95%.
Exactly.
Excellent.
kudos to Billy Donovan and Lorenzo Romo.
Kick out Holloway, drives, baseline, a little bit strong. Burries pulls it down. Arizona with a chance to take the lead. Up ahead, and Krivas. And that one is tipped away, and it will be Arizona basketball. Reminder, more college hoops tomorrow on the women's side at 1 Eastern on ABC. You get number 13 Baylor taking on number 2 Texas. And of course, that a couple of teams used to play one another in the Big 12. Penn State and South Carolina will go head-to-head. Number 3 ranked South Carolina, and that is on ESPN. And that jumper will go. Koa Pete back into the game and on the board for the first time tonight.
I like
Freshman who was sitting with 2 fouls.
I like the strategy, John. Get his feet wet for the second half. Bob.
Pete collects, but then had it stuck by the edge of the rim. Krivas, free throw jumper.
Good
But
tip out.
Pete tipping it out.
Yeah, I'll tell you, he could have gotten over the back there.
Lob. Krivas wouldn't go. Toss out. Philon has it. Feet underneath. And Sherrill wide open for 2.
Well, they're trying to get Krivas out because he's gassed.
Under a minute to go here in the first half, and it's been a great one. 39 apiece.
2-for-1 situation here. Both coaches play the numbers.
Right side, Aristote in and out. Rebound, Millette. Holloway.
I think Nate Oates would like them to pull it out, but these guys are on automatic pilot.
Philon, jumper, good. He's got a dozen. Alabama with the lead. Arizona timeout as we'll go away for 30 seconds. Arizona will have the final shot of the first half when we come back.
Arizona calls a
.2 seconds to go here in the first half. Alabama leading number 1 Arizona by 2. John Fran Fraschilla and Nate Oates' team on defense to finish up the first half. What are you expecting to see from Arizona?
I think I put the ball in my point guard's hands, let him go to work, make a play. I will say this, John. I have loved the up-tempo style of this first half. I think Arizona has weathered the Alabama storm. Alabama looked like they were going to blow this game open, and Arizona is right there. They have not played well the first 20 minutes by their standard.
Bradley handling here, looking for some space. Del Orso, Boyce, in and out. Tip, Krivas wouldn't go. And we go to the break, and Alabama with a 2-point advantage. Entertaining first half, up and down we went.
Absolutely. We've got the 3-ball going both ways. And inside, it's hand-to-hand combat. Credit Alabama for going toe-to-toe.
Number 1, Arizona. They are unbeaten. First time they've trailed at a half all year. 41-39. Time for the Jeep halftime report. We send you back to the studio.
Ridiculously good all season, and he's got 11 points, 3 assists.
Aiden Holloway puts it back in, and it's Alabama basketball as we begin the second half. Almost a takeaway for Arizona. Wrightsell hangs, and it's fouled. Latrell Wrightsell will go to the line and shoot 2. How about Alabama with 9 first half blocks? And Koa Pete limited for Arizona due to the foul trouble. Pete playing a shade under 8 minutes in that first half.
You want a little trivia, John?
Let's go.
Okay, well, Aiden Sherrell's got 5 blocks in the first half. Last season as a freshman, he had 7 all season.
Wow.
So you talk about a young guy that's improved defensively. He's a sophomore from Detroit. By the way, Nate Oates is from Detroit. So they have a little connection right there down here in the Magic City where we are tonight, Birmingham.
Pete hands off, Burries.
Well, they're going to play through the freshmen, as they should.
Pete has it ripped away, takes it back. Koa Pete at the basket, and he's fouled.
We haven't seen the real Koa Pete, obviously, because of the 2 fouls. And what did I tell you at halftime about Arizona?
Yeah, you think they've weathered the storm and that they're in good position here.
I think so. They did not play well in the first half. They shot 36% inside the arc. And this young guy was saddled with 2 early silly fouls.
Koa Pete, who burst on the scene that game against the defending champs Florida in his debut, had 30 points, 7 rebounds. Knocks down that free throw. Sherrell, top of the key 3. Burries rebounds.
Not his strength, but they do not mind the center shooting threes.
Pete gets the block on Bol Bol.
Now, John, I love his aggressiveness to get going in the early second half. My only concern with him, if I'm Tommy Lloyd, is don't run anybody over who's in legal guarding position.
Right. Yeah, when you're that big, I mean, Pete goes 6'8", 235, and he's mobile. So
he's the smallest guy in the front line.
Yeah, but there's an ability there because he's nimble to run people over.
You saying he's got a football background?
Well, he certainly does. His brother Andrews,
still playing.
Pro Bowl tackle with the Saints. Karchenkov goes baseline, has it rejected. Krivas puts it home.
That's what Krivas has done really well this year. He crashes the glass.
Bol Bowen from Holloway. That's off the mark. Bradley corrals. Arizona a chance to take the lead.
Now they can play high-low and inside-out basketball.
Pete from the free throw line, contested. Sherrell rebounds. Philon. And it's taken away. Karchenkov going at Holloway. Karchenkov off the glass and good.
That was not an easy shot for Yvonne. Holloway tried to stay in between him and the basket. It was a good piece of agility by the freshman.
Arizona with the lead. Sherrell will try. Bradley rebounds.
Oh, they had Pete inside.
Krivas spinning, rejected. Sherrell with another block. Philon tried to step through it and ripped away by Bradley.
As quick a hands as there is in college basketball. I'm just telling you. We saw it last year.
Burries from Bradley. Got it! 47-43 Arizona. An 8-0 run. Inside, Sherrell off the glass, wouldn't fall. Bradley hangs, can't hit. And the foul will be on Arizona.
How about the pace Arizona's playing with right now? They don't mind getting up and down. Watch the steal. Watch Karchenkov. This is a great piece of footwork right here. And using that glass softly. And then Braden Burries, who did not heat up in the first half. He's playing with a lot of confidence.
That last foul on Koa Pete, it's his third, and he will hit the bench. 47-43 Arizona.
Did we see it coming? We did. He was a little bit over-aggressive to start the second half.
Oh, you said it. Allen to the corner, and Millette with Bradley draped all over him. And they get the foul on Bradley.
That's a good call. You know, in the old days, we'd call that a force out, right? That's a good call.
Tommy Lloyd just standing there looking at Brett Smith, shaking his head, saying no.
Bradley got into his cylinder, and he needed not to do it.
Feed inside. And they get the foul on Burries.
I said this in the first half. How good is this crowd?
Yeah, this crowd's been great. I mean, this technically a neutral site.
Yeah.
I mean, we're in Alabama, so let's be clear, but
yeah,
this is not Alabama's home court, although a decidedly Alabama crowd.
I sense hostility, John.
Yes.
In the best version of it in a basketball arena.
Bristow into the game. Been a quiet first half for Bristow. Millette short on that shot. Awaka rebounds. It's been a prolonged drought for Alabama. And that foul will be on London Jamison.
You know what I do like? The first half was very physical, and you've heard me say this 10,000 times. I like the idea that the officials are blowing the whistle quickly, because I think we'll have a smoother game down the stretch.
Del Orso at the basket and in. Bradley with 3 fouls, Pete with 3 fouls, and yet Arizona leads it by 6. Allen wanders in and lays it in.
The freshman's been quiet, but he is going to be a great player in Tuscaloosa. Trust me.
Let's see how Arizona is able to weather the storm. Del Orso can't hit. There's Awaka to rebound. And Awaka draws the foul. Time out of the court. We take it with them. 49-45. #1 Arizona with the lead. Great stuff from Sir Charles and Dickie V, along with Dave O'Brien as Kentucky got past Indiana.
Kentucky needed that one badly.
Yeah, no doubt.
No doubt about it.
Tobe Awaka at the line. It's down to first.
Tommy Lloyd can play without Pete, John, because of Awaka and Krivas.
What about Bradley, though?
I think he's the guy with the 3 fouls that's going to be back a lot sooner. And because you have to trust your senior point guard and leader.
Allen probing, tried to feed inside. Karchenkov able to rip it away. Arizona basketball, they lead it by 6. And 2 of their top players in foul trouble.
Oh, nice.
Koa Pete. Good feed inside. Nice. And Krivas to throw down. A nice find by Awaka.
A set play. Excellent. Oh!
3 back the other way. Wrightsell. And Alabama needed that.
Wrightsell may have struggled early in the season, but he is a career nearly 40% shooter.
Coming off 10 against University of Texas San Antonio. Latrell Wrightsell.
See that play right there, John? Awaka flashes to the elbow purposely, and then they create the high-low. They haven't gotten that a lot tonight because Alabama's taken it away, but right there, a great set play. Flash one big high. Krivas seals that 7-2 frame inside.
Wrightsell will grab a seat. Allen will check back in. Del Orso to inbound. Bradley still on the bench with those 3 fouls.
Tommy Lloyd just going to buy about 3 minutes, I believe.
Feed in the baseline. Karchenko in and out with the left hand. Awaka the rebound. Gets it back, rejected again, and again Arizona collects.
I think it was Millette with the last block, all ball.
Shot clock under 10. Del Orso at the basket, off the window. Krivas tip. That'll go. Arizona relentless on the glass.
I thought Alabama did a great job in the first half neutralizing Awaka and Krivas. Krivas is so much better.
Bol Bowen off the mark. That one out of bounds, and it'll be Arizona basketball.
This is a great effort by the Crimson Tide inside. Watch Awaka go to work right here. But watch the tip right there by Krivas. Missed most of last season. Young man from Lithuania.
Offensive rebounds, look at that number, an 18-2 advantage for Arizona. And that was an area of concern for Alabama.
Look at Awaka.
Speaking of offensive rebounding, Awaka grabs it, gets rejected, but he's fouled.
That time they violated the principle of verticality. This young man, Tobe Awaka, remember he started in Tennessee. If you look at the Ken Pom numbers, he's the #2 offensive rebounder in the country and #3 defensive rebounder. And in the old days, we used to say he couldn't jump over a Birmingham phone book. They don't have those anymore. But
no.
He plays it all above the rim. Excuse me, below the rim, I should say.
The old phone book reference. Coming up in the under 8 timeout, we'll talk about phone booths. Kids, find your way to Google.
Alabama is appealing the last play for a potential flagrant foul.
Okay, so remember now, this is not a challenge. You can only challenge out of bounds. You can challenge basket interference. You can challenge a restricted arc. You can appeal by using a timeout, fouls, timing, scoring issues, and that's what Nate Oates is doing for the second time tonight. I just don't think these are flagrant fouls because they are so rough inside.
Ooh.
Now that could be a flagrant one because he shaped up and was, I wouldn't say he was looking at the defender, but let's take a look right here.
That could be a flagrant.
Yeah, but did he hit him? See, here's my problem. That could be a flagrant one, but they've let too much contact go inside tonight. See, that's an angle you can't really tell. I'd love to see the angle from the baseline.
Well, Allen certainly reacts like he got him.
We know, because he hit him. I see Tommy Lloyd is saying cylinder. You've got to give an offensive player room to pivot. Now remember, when they go to the monitor on a foul like this, they can do a bunch of things. They can call a flagrant on Awaka. They can call a cylinder foul on the defensive player. My personal feeling, if I were coaching in this game, is you're letting too much go inside tonight. That looks like contact. I think it's going to be a flagrant one. But I don't agree with it.
Brett Smith explaining
After
to Tommy
review,
Lloyd.
the common foul in Alabama will stand. There will be a flagrant 1 foul charged to number 30 for Arizona. Number 5 for Alabama will shoot 2 free throws, and it will be Alabama ball on the baseline.
I don't have a big problem with that. All I would tell you is, if you're going to officiate the game in the last 14 minutes, you have to protect the rebounder. Because we talked early in the first half, Alabama's been, there's been 5 guys in the lane. Now here's the rule: free throws here, and then the flagrant foul down here, and it's a flagrant on. Because it's a live ball, it's going
It's
to
a
be
flagrant on Awaka, and
Yes.
then they get the common foul that put Awaka to the line. So
Right.
and in that instance, I would say that the whole thing worked.
It did work. I just think you got to be a little bit more, you got to blow the whistle a little quicker inside. And the reason Millette is shooting it is because it was a live ball foul. Right. I'm sorry, Allen was the one that was caught the stray.
Freshman missing the first one. 56-48, #1 Arizona, their biggest lead.
Hard game to officiate. They've done a reasonably good job tonight, no question.
Arizona, big, strong team. Excellent rebounding, great field goal percentage team. And they have the lead by 7. Karchenkov takes it away. Karchenkov spins it home.
How good are those two open court plays made by the freshman from Germany? Excellent defense.
Allen handling here, whips it back, take it away, Burries. The freshman, the lob, and the throw down to Waka. And it's up to 11, Arizona on top.
All Arizona's defense last 3 or 4 possessions.
Phylon short on that shot. Karchenkov up ahead. Burries. 2 more.
No timeout from Nate Oates. He wants them to keep playing.
Phylon step through. Shot is short.
I think somebody ticked off Tobe Awaka.
Burries knocks down a 3. And this is turned into all Arizona. The #1 team by 16. And an air ball by Sherrill.
Wow. Wow. Watch the defense by Karchenkov. And watch this finish on the other side of the rim.
Really good work with that hand manipulation. And then the lob. And Awaka collects and dunks.
And the Burry shot, and the good news for Tommy Lloyd, he's done this without Jaden Bradley. When you think of all the big games Arizona's played this year, there's not been a lot of time where Bradley's been able to sit back and watch.
Really impressive by the Wildcats. 12.5 to go. #1 team here in Birmingham, taking it to Alabama. Del Orso, pull up. Rebound there, Karchenkov.
Wow. How about
They're
this?
just dominating on the offensive glass.
Couple freshmen out there, too.
Del Orso spinning, lost his footing. Krivas. And Williamson the rebound.
Arizona's defense has really stifled the Tide.
They have played great defense. Rivas pulls down the board. 1 and done for Alabama.
Timeout coming. Both teams will regroup. Amazing. Nate Oates did not want to call a timeout. He wanted his team to play through this.
Burries got it. And that's a 2. Right cell with Karchenkov on his hip. Spins it off the glass and in.
Nice move. He got by Karchenkov. We need line changes.
Arizona has absolutely dominated on the glass, especially here in the second half. Karchenkov can't hit. Awaka saves it in, but it's to Phylon. Burst of speed. Phylon is fouled. And he will go to the line and shoot two with 10:41 to go. Alabama has scored just 10 second-half points. Tommy Lloyd's team has been outstanding.
They weathered the storm in the first half, John. We told you they were coming, and they are coming.
This is up with another SEC football final. Here in Birmingham, this one, all Cats, Arizona on top. After trailing at the break by 2, they have come out here in the second half and really handled Alabama, and done so without 2 of their top players for a good chunk of this second half. Koa Pete and Jaden Bradley, both of whom are back in the game. Pete triggers into Bradley.
And I thought the defense that in that flurry was really the key. They shut down that Alabama 3-point game.
Murray's at the basket,
nice.
off the glass and good.
That is a set play that it opened up a driving lane for Burries right out of the timeout.
He's got 20 now. Loose ball, that one kicks away, and it's Arizona basketball. They lead it by 17.
Think about they got 3 freshmen out there, John. Burries coming into his own, obviously Pete, Aristode.
Owaka, that jumper wouldn't go. Owaka gets it back, another offensive rebound. Burries knocks it down. What a game for the freshman.
How about his last 4 games, John? Talk about a freshman coming into his own. Nobody talks about him either.
The number 12 recruit in the ESPN 100, Braden Burries, and having himself a huge night. That time Burries charged with the foul.
Watch this now. This is a set play. You see where Owaka is at the left elbow? There is no place to help on this little handoff. Coming out of the timeout, the freshman's hot. He rejects the screen, gets to the rim, uses the glass nicely. And when we say reject the screen, we simply mean not using the screen. And he is using that jumper tonight, that's for sure.
Mylon knocks it down. He's got 15, but this one is all Arizona.
Sometimes as a coach, John, you go to the locker room and you say to your team, and it's true, sometimes it's not true, but sometimes you say, guys, we did not play Arizona basketball in the first half. Let's get back to playing the way we play. And obviously in the first 10 minutes, they've done it.
Well, both these teams have played impressive schedules. Aristotle trying to find Pete. Owaka swings it.
Not a
Shot
mismatch.
clock under 10.
They have Pete if they want him.
Burries step back. Gets another.
Never mind. Don't worry about Pete.
Braden Burries with 26, including 5 3-pointers. Philon hangs, rattles it home.
Tough shot. Not a great night for the sophomore, but he's a terrific player. This is methodical right now by the Wildcats.
Philon on Pete, double team comes as Pete kicks opposite. Aristotle rattles it home.
I'll tell you how smart that was. The double team came, so Pete took his dribble to the perimeter to create a little time and space for himself to make that cross-court pass.
Owaka on Philon. Philon jumper wouldn't fall. Burries back the other way.
I like it. Good job there by Burries. The scoreboard is his friend. Time is on his side. They got a TV coming.
Arizona down by 2 at the break, and they've turned this into a thumping. Bradley, no shot, says Brett Smith. Well, that was impressive. Whoa. Well, Christmas is ahead, and Santa, at least so far. All right, Barney, naps required.
Come on, you don't need a nap, Sean. You love this stuff.
See what's taking place in this game. Mick Cronin didn't love the start time for that game.
You know, Mick's a friend. When you do that, when you complain about stuff like that, it affects your team. I'm sorry. You got to want to have a team that wants to play at 3 in the morning or 5 in the morning. Remember the old 24-hour marathon?
Yes. Didn't you do 2 games in one day?
I did. Stony Brook, Ryder, and then St. John's and somebody else. Yeah, that was pretty cool. They only paid me for one day.
Wow.
That's not fair.
All right, well, we'll try and work back on that.
No, I don't want to complain.
That's all right.
Nice. I'm stunned, John. That is as quick a flurry of points as I've seen all season.
Yeah, the idea that this went from what we saw in the first half to an absolute butt kicking. I think Nate Oates saw that coming.
I don't think anybody did. I knew Arizona would play better. I just didn't think they would play this well, and especially without Bradley and Pete.
Arizona has outscored Alabama in the second half, 41-16.
I will say one thing about Alabama that worried me early in the season. I've been at practice, I've watched them. Their front line, you know, Sherrell's been terrific, but this kid Bristow's got to play really well.
Wrightsell off the bounce. Yeah, they're going to need more from Bristow and or Noah Williamson.
Yeah. Haven't got much from Williamson, the transfer from Bucknell. But Bristow won them the Illinois game with his effort.
What a foul. That'll be on Jemison.
Freshman from Hartford, Connecticut. Both of these teams play brutal schedules, John. You take a look right there. This is not, if they lose, still time. But this is not a loss that would hurt them because the basketball committee, the net rankings, they are rewarding all of these teams. Gonzaga, Illinois, Purdue, Duke, Arizona, Auburn, playing all these great games. It's almost like a Champions League in soccer.
Bylon step back. That shot is short. I think it's very good. I would say that if you wanted to come up with a negative for it, the negative is for the mid-majors. They can't get those games anymore. They can't get those regular season. I mean, the teams just simply won't play them.
No, you're right. Look at this.
Inside, Krivas rejected by Bol Bowen. Foul underneath, and they get that one on Bristow.
A lot of blocks tonight for Alabama. No question about that.
Yeah, season high 14. That has really been negated by Arizona's second half advantage on the glass. And I think specifically their game advantage on the offensive glass. That was a defensive rebounding rate was something that Alabama was really worried about coming into this game, and that has come to pass.
Yeah, and they might be more worried, John, because Aiden Sherrell just went to the locker room with training.
Bol Bowen rattles home a three.
Now, when you do shoot the three ball like Alabama can, they can go on a 14-0 run too.
Yeah, it's like having power in baseball. It
Yeah.
gives you an opportunity to come back for sure.
Just got to get some people on base.
Del Orso, free throw line, got it.
He is such a, they have so many good pieces to the puzzle.
Bristow, got it.
Big fan of his. I want to say Dennis Rodman, but the young guys and girls at home don't know Dennis Rodman, but he's a high-energy rebounder, Tarleton State transfer.
And who do you play for at Charleston?
He played for Billy Gillespie. Young man from the Wichita Falls area outside of Dallas.
Bradley swings to Del Orso. Feed inside, Krivas.
Nice.
Good feed. Del Orso draws the contact and one. All Arizona here in Birmingham.
They're post players. They know the double team is coming. Pete did it earlier. Krivas to the center. Watch the he's already off the lane. He caught it on the block. He took 2 steps off the lane with his dribble just to create time and space. And by the way, when you're 7'2", you have a chance to look over the defense too. But that's taught. Being able to handle a double team like that is taught. And obviously Tommy Lloyd has had experience coaching big guys in the past.
Freddie, in terms of the big guys looking over the defense, it's because you've asked them, right? They've given you that perspective.
Yeah, well, I've never been up that high to see.
Right cell. Top of the key 3. Off the mark. Pete rebounds.
This is methodical, really. The second half.
Arizona, Fran, in this game, their offensive rebounding edge is 21-3. Defensive rebounding, it's 27-25.
Well, they came into tonight one of the best offensive rebounding teams in the country.
Long kick out, a foul on the floor. 4:25 to go. And this one is all Arizona.
Just for fans at home, the average college basketball team gets 30% of their missed shots back. They get 41%. Still not the best in the country, but it's an elite level. And you know, Nate Oates told us, we shoot the 3 and we drive it. They shoot mid-range, but our problem is they crash the glass so hard, you know?
And a reminder, more college basketball coming your way. Women's hoops tomorrow. Number 13 Baylor, number 2 Texas, 1 Eastern ABC. And then 3:30 Eastern on ESPN. Number 3 South Carolina taking on Penn State. Women's college basketball comes your way. That's tomorrow.
Vic Schaefer, Texas, another juggernaut. He's got a great point guard, Rory Harmon, Madison Booker, one of the best in the country. And they are a machine down there in the 40 acres.
Marchenkov spins into the paint, rolls it home.
You know, Tommy Lloyd, this is a cliche, but it fits him. Tommy calls him a Swiss Army knife. You know, he can really do a little bit of everything.
Well, you think about Tommy Lloyd and his time at Gonzaga and the work he did recruiting internationally. Burry's up ahead, 2 more. He's got 28, a career high, but that started because of Marchenkov. Inside, that one rejected by Krivas.
Well, get the charter ready, get the Subway sandwiches ready. This has been clinical.
Arizona comes to Alabama, and in the second half, unloads on the Crimson Tide. Phylon jumper. That'll go. Timeout, Alabama.
Watch this defense, John. Ivan Marchenkov. He's Russian, but grew up in Germany, so he's German too. But he knows how to play. He ought to play volleyball with that save.
On the season in terms of makes, Alabama usually close to 12.5. Arizona 6 tonight. They're about even.
Yeah.
It says a lot.
And they oh, here we go.
Allen hangs and hits.
All right. Let's see what Alabama can manufacture with a little pressure. And the 3 ball in their pocket. Need a timeout.
Timeout on the court. Arizona, #1 team in the country.
I saw A.J. Bramlett, the Albuquerque native, and tell you what, these Wildcat fans, there's been a few of them here tonight.
Arizona here, under 3 to go, and they lead by 19. Out of bounds, and it'll be Arizona basketball.
Just outstanding defense in the second half. John, a good friend of mine was honored tonight. I don't know if you ever got to meet C.M. Newton, but it's the C.M. Newton Classic, former coach at Alabama, AD at Kentucky. And a great man. His son Martin is here tonight. He's the chairman of the NCAA basketball committee, athletic director at Samford. C.M. Newton integrated basketball in the South. I can tell you that. Early 70s, Leon Douglas.
He was hired when Bear Bryant, who was the AD at Alabama, called Adolph Rupp and said, "We're looking for a basketball coach. You got any thoughts, any ideas?" And he said, "You know, actually, I got a guy for you." From 68 to 80, C.M. Newton was the head basketball coach for the Crimson Tide.
And I believe he left Transylvania University in Lexington to come to Alabama. Just a great man. He was a mentor of mine and so many young coaches and athletic directors.
Of course, the huge impact on USA basketball.
Absolutely.
Huge night for the freshman Braden Burries. We came in talking about Koa Pete, but this kid was a big-time recruit as well, and Burries doing it inside and outside.
Yes, you said early in the game he was averaging 17 in his last 3 games, correct?
Yep.
As of right now, after 4 games, I did my Brooklyn College math, and he's right around 20 points a game the last 4. These freshmen are very mature.
Lob and a throwdown for Pete.
Jaden Bradley has been unassuming tonight, but he still had an excellent impact on this game. You like that word? That's a Boston College word. Unassuming.
Allen way downtown. Owaka swoops in for the rebound.
Is it fun to watch him rebound?
Big time. One of the best rebounders by rate in all of college basketball. Owaka inside, powers his way through. And with 90 seconds to go, the lead is 23 for the #1 team in the country. Fran, from an Alabama perspective, what can they do in terms of cleaning up on the defensive glass?
You know, the problem is going to be for them this year is big physical teams. And, you know, it's interesting. Florida has beaten Alabama the last 4 times they've played with that physical front line. In fact, Florida's taken a lot of the offense that they run from this Arizona team.
Well, right now, Nate Oates is going to be handed his 3rd loss. And the 3 teams that beat him fit that bill. Purdue, Gonzaga, Arizona. Those are big physical teams.
It is, and you know what? There'll be nights where they make 23s, but this Arizona team was outstanding defensively.
Arnold jumper wouldn't go. And we'll go the other way. Bethea, jumper is good.
He was quiet tonight, kind of looking around like, hey, I need some more time.
Inside of the bucket there for Chapo.
Great assist from Evan Nelson, the Harvard graduate, and back home in Tucson playing for the Wildcats.
28.2 seconds to go, and Arizona with a monster second half. And they come here to Birmingham thump Alabama.
Here's a question for you. Over the first 6 weeks, right? Michigan's been the best team in the country. Purdue's been the best team in the country. Gonzaga's been the best team in the country. Right now, Arizona sits at #1 in the AP poll. I don't know who the best team in the country is. I just know there's a lot of good teams.
Yeah, I'm with you. I mean, I'll tell you this. I think it's pretty clear that they're deserving of the #1 ranking.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt. But I think there's 20 teams that can get to a Final Four. But obviously, this is one of those teams that's elite. You know, Michigan State, obviously.
Yeah, will it be one of these 12? It has been for each of the last 21 NCAA tournaments in week 6. 96-75, Arizona comes to Birmingham and beats Alabama. 96-75, your final.